meet me at the corner of Russell and Albina, just about a block from Mississippi Avenue. I'll take you to a house where they hang carpets on the wall, and if we go there on a Sunday, there's a song I'll take you through.
Welcome to Open Mic America and Happy New Year. We hope your 2023 is starting beautifully. We're going to start it with a wonderful show tonight. Today we have TK Tran as our engineer, Capo Dave Williams, founder, is our interviewing host, and I'm Daphne Ramil, your MC. Our mission is to support your local open mics and all those wonderful venues where you can hear singer-songwriters like we're hearing tonight. And it's our pleasure to present the more accomplished singer-songwriters who play at those events right here on our show. Without gimmicks or frills, this is the beating heart of American music, that tapestry of story and song that's been weaving us together for generations. And now let's introduce all our 2023 January 1st performers. We have Steve Andersen from Alameda, California. Yep, he got it. He's waving. Rich Fassler from Bainbridge Island, Washington State. Bridget Ferguson from Ridgeland, Mississippi. Charles Absher from Avondale Estates, Georgia. Max Newton from Berkeley, California. Sayanti from Los Angeles, California. Pammy Martin from Forest City, North Carolina. And last but certainly not least, Evan Purcell from Tacoma, Washington. Now, I'll say this again during the show, but you can find links to their work on our website and on this YouTube video. Also, if you'd like to hear more of what they do. So now, without further ado, let's introduce our first guest, who is Steve Andersen from Alameda, California. He's been with us before, and he likes to play at various venues in the Bay Area. Welcome, Steve, and take it away.
There's a sign that says I'm supposed to unmute myself, and I think I did, but I don't know how that works.
You did.
Okay, so, all right. Well, I'm going to do a song that has the word blues in the title, but I want to assure you that anything that I do that's supposed to be blues is going to lack authenticity. So I grew up in a lily white community in a red state, and what can I say? But I love the music, so I'm considered this not a blues tune, but a tribute to a blues tune. And with my usual sense of humor, it's called the Snockered Frat Boy Blues. Woke up this morning, I wasn't sure I could. Woke up this morning, I didn't really think I should. Yesterday's indulgence didn't do me any good. Went out last night to see what luck would bring. taught me lots of nothing. They wouldn't even let me sing. All I remember, there was two of everything. Well, I'd gone down to the barroom with an optimistic mind. Looking for the good life, never would I find. No matter who I hit on, my good intentions get declined. So I embark on self-destruction to hide all my despair. And I pour myself another to prove that I don't care. When I get back home again, I'm never really sure I'm there. Woke up this morning, face down on the floor. I don't know how I got here, but I've been here before. Seems I never learned not to do this anymore.
That's pretty damn
mercy.
blue.
Bluesy Renee.
That's pretty damn blue.
Great, Bruce.
So I've had kind of a dry spell the last 6 months in terms of writing. About 6 months ago, I decided I needed to raise my standards for songwriting, and I haven't been able to meet them. So I've been working on old stuff. This is an old tune that I liked a lot. I always thought it had something missing, so I added something, and this is what I came up with. This is kind of autobiographical. This says a whole lot about me. The highway to oblivion is the road I'm off and on. When life becomes oppressive, I just pack and then I'm gone. Never am quite certain what direction I will take. As long as I'll be far away, tomorrow when I wake, I'm moving on. But I don't know why. It's just another sad goodbye. The roadway is hypnotic, but it's therapeutic too. It lets me travel on without deciding what to do. At times like these, decisions are too much for me to bear. I'm just trying to find some place where I don't have to care. I'm moving on, but I don't know why. It's just another sad goodbye. You know it's lonely where I go. and it's lonely where I've been. My friends are all pathetic, and I lost track of my kin. If life is filled with meaning, well, it's eluded me till now. I'd really like to settle down, I just don't know how. I'm moving on, well, I don't know why. It's just another sad goodbye. Rolling down the highway, doing it again, looking for another town where I haven't been. Rolling down the highway, trying to get away, looking for that perfect place where I'd like to stay. Obscurity's beckoning, trying to bring me down. I tend to feel I'm destined to a life of no renown. So I keep on searching for the purpose I can't find, and the ghost of my existence is all that's left behind. I'm moving on, I don't know why. It's just another sad goodbye. You know, it's just another sad goodbye.
Oh, yes. Hey.
Great song. Good.
Love that 12-string
I'm
sound.
kind of glad you ran out of songs, so you got to sing that one for us.
Well, thank you.
Steve, I love your fingerstyle 12-string.
Thank you kindly.
I've got a 12-string in the closet, and it's in the closet because it's so damn hard to play. And I think there's a whole lot of people out there that might have a 12-string back in their closet for the same reason. But boy, you just wrench that thing around and own it. How long have you been playing the 12-string in particular?
I bought that guitar in 1963.
Well, let's see then. 40.
But the truth of the matter is, I've been playing it for only maybe 9 years. There was a 50-year hiatus where I
Put it away.
spent time raising children and earning money and getting a divorce and getting a new wife and, doing all those things that fill up your life.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Well, talk to us a little bit about initially when you first bought a guitar, when you were a young kid. Tell us about that experience.
Well, the first guitar I found in the fan room aboard the USS Morton, and it was an old archtop, Harmony archtop that had swelled up like a bass fiddle, and the strings were about an inch off the fretboard at the 12th fret. That's what I learned to play on. And then I heard, I went to coffee shops. This was in San Diego. I went to some coffee shops, and this guy named Mason Williams showed up with a 12-string guitar. And I'd never heard anything like it in my life, and I was smitten. So I started looking around, and I found there was a place in Mexico that would build one for me. So I had some Mexican folks build me a guitar that was the most wonderful sounding instrument you could possibly imagine. It was impossible to play. The neck was like a 2x4. And then I got out of the Navy. I got on the GI Bill. I was at the University of Wisconsin, and got a job in a record store and had a couple bucks and saw this thing, and I thought, that's the one I want. That's
And
that's the
that's
one
the
I can
you
play.
played tonight.
And that's the one I bought in 1963. That's the one you just heard.
Wow, wow, wow!
So-
You've spent some time with that old girl.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
I actually just started playing a 6-string guitar because of the pandemic. You know, I had no social life, so I thought I'd learn something new and started playing a 6-string.
All you had was a 12-string all those
Yeah,
years.
yeah.
Oh, jeez. Well,
Well, that was a
starting-
brief interlude where I had an electric, but
things are making more and more sense now to me. Well, listen, thanks so much for joining us tonight, Steve. Always a pleasure to see and hear your wonderful fingerstyle and great whimsical songs. Thanks.
thank you, thank you. Always a pleasure for me.
Yes, thank you, Steve. And next we have Rich Fassler from Bainbridge Island, Washington, who has been with us before, also not only as a performer, but he is also a host on this show. In terms of music, he plays at Bainbridge Island open mics at Fletcher Bay Winery and the second Saturday open mic also. And you could find him, you could hear him and see him, I think, at the Music Matters Showcase virtual open mic all the way from Maryland. But today he is here on Open Mic America. Welcome, Rich.
Thank you very much, Daphne. It's wonderful to be here on lovely Bainbridge Island. Actually, my first song, got 2 songs. They're both relatively new. This first song is about Bainbridge Island, and I moved up here about 3 years ago from lovely California because my wife wanted to move up here. And so this song, it starts out sad and dark, but like a Hallmark movie, it ends up nice and happy. So everything will be fine as we get to the end of the song. Yeah, so here we go. It actually starts off with a sigh. Well, it's another great day on the island of Bainbridge. Yeah, cold, wet day on the Puget Sound. Would it be too much to ask for a little bit of sunshine to warm my body before the sun goes down? In 2019, I was living in Cali. Yeah, it was a nice little house on a warm, sunny street. The wife said, man, we're moving from this valley. There's too many people and I can't take the heat. So we loaded up the truck but didn't move to Beverly. Nah, we headed up north towards the Salish Sea. Are we there yet, I asked. She said, stop that whining. We aren't stopping this car till we get to the island. Well, it's another great day on the island of Bainbridge. Yeah, it's a cold, wet day on the Puget Sound. Would it be too much to ask for a little bit of sunshine to warm my body before the sun goes down? So for 2 years I'm moaning, my wife says, bud, you gotta open your eyes, you're just a stick in the mud. Yeah, the sun ain't shining, but there's so much to do. Just look around, man, if you're needing a clue. We got trails through the Grand Forest. We got walks around the shore. We got views of snow-capped mountains. If that ain't enough, yeah, we got more. Restaurants, wineries, and breweries, and great musicians too. Cool stuff from local artists, and a free museum of art too. Yeah, it's absolutely free. So after thinking about it, my mind started spinning. Was it time to move on and embrace a new beginning? a little sunbreak appeared, and I thought, could I be wrong? That's when I knew it was time to rewrite this song, and it goes something like this. So it's another great day on the island of Bainbridge. Yeah, it's another fine day on the Puget Sound. You don't need a lot of sun to have a whole bunch of fun, 'cause there's so much to like about this little island town. Yeah, well, it's another great day. It's another great day. It's another great day on the island of Bainbridge. Come on over and visit and take the ferry out of town.
Oh,
I want to go.
Congress.
Go there. I want to visit there.
Come on and visit.
Travel along.
Actually, it is a big tourist attraction for Seattle. It's a 35-minute ferry ride. A big ferry. It's really great. A lot of tourista stuff, a lot of wineries, a lot of breweries, a lot of restaurants, a lot of trails. I mean, it's a beautiful place. But come in late spring to to early fall, because the rest of the time it's very gray and depressing. But so there you go. Okay, my next song, I actually finished the lyrics to this one Friday night. Nothing like waiting until the last minute. So here we go. This is called, what is this one called? Oh, this is called One More Chance. And this isn't dark. Sometimes life will find you, sometimes you'll find life. Maybe calm and peaceful, maybe full of strife. Can't understand what's going on. Feels like everything is wrong. But you gotta get one more turn, one more chance. You may not recognize the song, but get out there and dance. You can't predict the future, why, when, or how, but only you can make this difference now. Sometimes peace will find you, sometimes you'll find peace, but anger can define you unless you make it cease. Bad feelings always in the way, but black and white can merge to gray. But you gotta take one more turn, one more chance. You may not recognize the song, but get out there and dance. You can't predict the future, why, when, or how, but only you can make that difference now. Sometimes love will find you, sometimes you'll find love, but when you're not expecting it, it's like a gift from above. It's your special smile I see when you're looking straight at me. So I'm gonna take one more turn, one more chance. I may not recognize that song, but I'm coming out to dance. I can't predict the future, why or when or how, but only we can make that difference now. Yeah, only we can make that difference now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that line about not recognizing the song, but going out to dance anyway.
Thanks.
Wow.
Beautiful song, beautiful.
Well, Rich, such well-crafted songs, and the positive, the push toward the bright side, and the things can be better and will be better. You're all about that. You really are about. I mean, a man who's come from Los Gatos, Bainbridge Island, and has found an acceptance of that. I mean, by itself, I mean that puts you in a like.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you.
So
It could be worse. I mean,
it could be worse.
it
But see,
could always be worse.
you see, I'm preaching to the choir. I live in Portland. It's the same way here. But in fairness, when a nice day comes and a nice weather
beautiful.
comes, you can't beat it because you're comparing it to what it was like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway.
I've come to accept it now. You know, after 3 winters up here, you know, as soon as, you know, we get to I don't know, early November, I mean, you just suck it up, right? I mean, it gets dark at 4:00. But I digress. I love it here.
Yeah. Anyway, I wanted to ask you a little bit. I've been thinking, you know, about when people first start to play music. You know, those first couple times that you pick an instrument up and you say, "Wow, this is pretty cool." Talk about that a little bit, if you have a little nugget of a memory from when you were a kid.
Yeah, you know, I started learning guitar, I believe it was the summer between 8th grade and 9th grade. And my folks got, signed me up for it was a group class at the local music store in San Lorenzo, California. I don't think it's there anymore. Well, San Lorenzo is. I don't think the music store is there. And I remember there were about, 7 or 8 of us in there, and we were playing these old beat up guitars, right? Because they were, you know, they came with the lessons, you know, while we were taking them. And it was just a fantastic experience. It just, you know, it was life-changing for me because, you know, when you learn a musical instrument, and especially the guitar, and you can then, you know, you get your lessons, and then you go home and you start playing chords and stuff, and then playing along with Beatles, you know, songs and stuff like that. I mean, it takes you to another place, you know, and I still say this today, and you know, before, you know, my parents passed away, my mom passed away, I don't know, probably about 10 years ago. You know, it was the greatest thing they ever could have given to me, is guitar lessons, and allow me to you know, to learn the guitar and get into music, and then, you know, it leads to, and I think, and this is really you know, special for me, it leads to playing music with others and right. Singing with others. And you know, that bond that you make, you know, and it's just life changing, and it stays with you forever, right? I mean, you can be really great at sports and football and all that, but you reach a time in your life when you can't play football anymore.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
But as long as your fingers are working, and you know, your vocal cords
That's
are still
right.
there.
That's right.
And I'll tell you, my aunt, she died when she was 96, and until, you know, 6 months before she died, she had a great voice. She used to sing along, you know, she lived in an assisted living place, and every few days they had somebody come in, and, you know, when I would go and visit her, you know, she was singing with, you know, I mean, she amazed people with how great her voice was. So I hope I inherited those genes, and I enjoy playing on the island here. I know a lot of musicians, and I know there's one of my buddies is watching right now, and he's going to be on in February, Eric Ackerman. So, yeah. So, a long-winded answer to your question.
Wonderful answer, and that's what I love to hear, those stories, that journey. that started with those kids in that room, just banging on those guitars and everything. It is magic, and that's why we're here. Let's face it.
Oh yeah.
And thanks so much for the work you've been doing for OMA. You've been a host and an interview host, and thank you for that. That means a lot. We're always stressed trying to find folks to step up and do these roles. So anyway, thanks. We'll see you next time, Rich.
You
Thanks
bet. My
again.
pleasure.
Bye-bye.
And yes, the magic continues with Bridget Ferguson, 2,500 miles away from Bainbridge Island. Isn't that amazing? We can have these two people on the same show, both from their homes. She's from Ridgeland, Mississippi. And Bridget has a regular monthly performance at Catherine's in Ridgeland with her full band, the Bridget Ferguson and the Good Bars. What a great name, Bridget.
All right.
She also performs at other local venues and songwriter festivals. She recently performed at the Mississippi Songwriters Festival, and now I'm going to murder this name, Natchez Songwriters Sessions.
Yes.
Yes. The stage is all yours, Bridget.
Thank you. I just want to say thank y'all for letting me be a part of this, and I'm so excited. And I'm going to do one song for y'all. And we had a harvest moon not long ago. Well, it was about probably October. And I was busy working on music. And one of my best friends messaged me and she said, go outside and take a look at the moon. And I said, well, I'm busy right now. I really don't have time. I'm working on music. And she said, just go look at the moon. And I went out there, and the way our house was situated in the trees, I couldn't find the moon. So I went back inside and I finished working on my music. And then I stopped and I got to thinking about what she said. And you know how every now and then something somebody says or something will catch you and you write a song. And so when she said, take a look at the moon, I said, you know what, that might be a good song. So here's Hey Baby, Take a Look at the Moon. I hope y'all can relate. Hey baby, take a look at the moon. It set her stage and I'd see a blue. I swear it just gave me away. It's a great big ball of rolling fire. Come outside and tell me what you think. Hey baby, take a look at the moon. Way up high, about 2:30. Can't you see it shining through the trees? It's on a hidden hilltop hideaway. Grab a blanket and sit right next to me. Hey baby, take a look at the moon. Close your eyes, make a wish or two. Let the wonder of the night sky beckon you. Release the old, here to soothe your soul. Hey baby, take a look at the moon. Hey baby, take a look at the moon. Disco ball for me and you. Don't you hear him humming our song? Grab my hand and I'll spin you round. Moonlight dancing all night long. Hey baby, take a look at the moon. Master of those sunlit dunes. Don't you feel wrapped up in his might? Lovers haze and eyes gaze. Oh baby, what a sight. Hey baby, take a look at the moon. Close your eyes, make a wish or two. Let the wonder of the night sky beckon you. Release the old, it'll soothe your soul. Let the wonder of the night sky imagine you. Release the old, here to soothe your soul. Hey, babe, hey, take a look at the moon. Hey, baby, take a look at the moon. Close your eyes and make a wish or two. There you go.
Right.
Yay!
Good song. Wonderful song.
A great coincidence that she asked you.
Yes, it is. It is. So now she says she's co-songwriter.
That was wonderful, Bridget. I can totally hear the whole band behind it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Tell us about your band and the scene where you're playing.
Okay. Catherine's, it's local to you, and it's open 7 days a week, and they have music every night. Great music, all different kinds of music. And we have a regular gig. It's once a month on Thursday. And I have counting me, a 5-piece band. And we just have a great time.
Tell us about the band, how it's laid out.
Okay, Bridget Ferguson of the Good Bars. I have a guitar player, I have a bass player, a drummer, and then me and a keyboard player.
All right.
And then every now and then we'll have a guest come in and sit with us, like a saxophone player or something else. Yeah.
Very
we have
cool.
a great time.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Wow. We'd love it if you came back and one of your band members sat in with you to give it a little bit more. We've done that with up to 3 people.
Oh,
But
that
you
would
have
be
to
great.
you have to get the system sorted out. We need to do a little work on that. Sure, we'd love to have
Yes.
you back to do that. It
Yes.
was wonderful, wonderful
Thank
having
you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Thank you. I would love
Okay.
that. I would love
Yeah.
that.
Well, let's talk about that then. Thanks so much for being on the show.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Well, Bridget, now I know where to go when I come to Mississippi if I want to go hear a little music.
Yes.
Yeah. That will be great. Thank you for being on our show and for
Thank you.
your thank you. And now we're going to stay in the South. We are going to welcome Charles Absher back on our show from Avondale Estates in Georgia. And he likes to perform at Waller's Coffee Shop in Decatur, Georgia. Welcome back, Charles. Take it away.
Thank you. It's good to be back. I'm actually not in my home of Avondale Estates. We're at the beach, a place near Myrtle Beach. And so I brought all my equipment, and I've got hopefully a pretty good internet connection here. So I was trying to think of some songs that might be good for a new year. I don't write thematic songs to speak of, but these 2 songs I selected. And by the way, I'm very proud of the fact that I have not duplicated a song yet on I think I've played 6 or 7 times at Open Mic America, so I have not duplicated a song yet. And tonight is no exception. I also had promised at one point to play a song I'd written for my wife, and we're working on our 46th year. And so I think it might be appropriate to play something about a long-lasting love. This is called Gift of Love. I picked a locket from a frame where a photo ended, folded and rudely bended, faded memory. Cradled by a golden chain, lifted soft and tender, affirmed and newly rendered, gift of love to be. I wandered where the wanderer cannot be offended, bliss and treasures minted, wanting to believe. Lifted to a higher plane by the pledge to render, viewed to dazzling splendor, gift of love to be. Love is all that I had hoped it would be. Nothing will intrude to alter my reality. A new horizon lit behind a rising sun. Love is my companion and my treasure when I'm done. Love is all that I had hoped it would be. Nothing will intrude to alter my reality. A new horizon lit behind a rising sun. Love is my companion and my treasure when I'm done. Flowers nestled in the emerald metal glow, resplendent, unadorned and unamended, nature's mystery. Forever rooted in the joy of the heart surrendered, happy, so soft and tender, gift of love to be. Love is all that I had hoped it would be. Nothing will intrude to alter my reality. A new horizon lit behind a rising sun. Love is my companion and my treasure when I'm done.
Very nice.
I love the lyrics to
Wow.
that.
Oh, so beautiful.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Well, this next song, I think it probably does have a theme of a new beginning, which is good for the new year. I wrote it, and I didn't realize why I was writing it at the time, but after I got close to finishing it, I realized that I was writing it to kind of let go of the grief I had felt for the death of a close friend of mine several years earlier. And so this is a time, the new year, it's a time to let go of the past and to move forward, not forgetting the past, but moving forward with, hello, somebody's not muted. So anyway, I think this would be a good one for that particular theme, and it's called It's Okay Now to Let Go. Searching for unconditional peace, where the memories are guarded and chaste. A place that can serve either sadness or joy, where the lifelines are lovingly traced. The fog now is lifting, the horizon quite clear. Time has brought distance in tow. This thought comes gently and faint to my ear. It's okay now to let go. Paging through traces of fond memories, allowing my heart to retain all that was tender to seal and confirm, the love that was granted and claimed. Now there is time for a fresh jubilee, a chance to renew and to grow. Inhale slowly, release with a sigh. It's okay now to let go. Let go of the pain and let go of the fear. Let go of the life that I knew. Celebrate memories fondly ingrained, keepsakes for guiding me true. I can't change the arc of my life. The path still remains even though inner acceptance has led me to trust. It's okay now to let go.
Oh, wow.
It's gorgeous.
Charles. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Wonderful, Charles. Wonderful, wonderful. Wow. Love your finger style. Well written, well thought out songs. Really, really wonderful performance. Wonderful.
You're too kind, Dave. You're too kind.
Just great. Just great. Talk to us a little bit about how you got to be the player that you are today. Where did it start for you when you were a youngster? Your first experience picking up an instrument and feeling that magic feeling. How old were you? What happened?
I was in high school, maybe about 15 years old,
Yeah.
and my dad played guitar, and he played mandolin. He was in a bluegrass group, and I picked up a guitar and started playing it. I didn't really work very hard at it or diligently at it for the longest time. I tried to make a living at it when I was younger, but there were many other things that were claiming my attention. And to be honest, what really has allowed me to progress, I think, in a good way on the guitar was the pandemic. There was nothing to do but sit around and play music. I retired from my regular job the week before the pandemic started. So I figured, well, this is what I'm supposed to do, just sit at home all day long and play guitar and play music. Yeah. And there were other things we did. We did some videos. I was part of a choral group and stuff. We did all kinds of virtual things. And I think I'm probably the best I've ever been on guitar at this point in my life, believe it or not. So that's.
I think there are probably a lot of people that have had similar experience. I know there are a lot of things that I've been doing that I never thought I would do or attempt to do that all of a sudden I'm doing. So the pandemic did do a lot of damage, but it gave some opportunity and we came up with all this virtual music.
Oh yeah. I would have never met you without
That's right.
all this
That's right.
virtual music.
We wouldn't be here anyway. It's always a pleasure to have you on the show.
I love being here.
Your stuff is so solid and just has such a feel of authenticity that it's always a pleasure. So thanks again, Charles, and
Thank
look forward
you.
to your next time on OMA.
I am too.
Well, how fortunate for us, Charles, that you sat around after you retired and played the guitar like that. Amazing. It was so beautiful. And now we're going to go back to the West Coast to Berkeley, California, where we have Max Newton. Welcome back, Max. And he plays at the West Coast Songwriters Open Mic in Berkeley. You got the stage, Max.
Hey everybody. So I'm going to start off with a song called Perfect, although I'm not claiming that it is. And you'll see why. You ain't perfect, lucky me, 'cause if you were perfect, I'd still be free, sitting on an island somewhere underneath a perfect island tree, telling myself everything is fine as far as I can see. Now I ain't perfect, and that's okay. Don't need the pressure anyway. We were made to fit together, coiled strips of terracotta clay. Roll around the neighborhood, let me lead the way. The pathway to the grocery store rambles through the park. Fragrant lavender, jasmine in the dark. Your white cane magically locating every clue, but then who's leading who? Who's leading who? If you could see your perfect eyes, could see how beautiful you are, you'd be surprised, you'd understand my butterflies. I'm a wheelchair acrobat, got messed up in the war. Long before we backed into each other at the store, I found your vitamins and you reached that highest shelf. I can never reach myself, that I can never reach myself. Now we ain't perfect, imagine that. I've gotten grayer and a little fat, but I know you don't see the world that way. You're much more the diplomat. The door is standing open, don't trip on the welcome mat. If you could see your perfect eyes, could see how beautiful you are, you'd be surprised, you'd understand my butterflies.
Oh, yeah,
Wow.
powerful, Max.
Wow, that's wow.
Had to change guitars and forgot that I also have to take off this for a second.
And now he can't hear us. Huh? Look at that. Fancy.
All right. So mostly during the pandemic, I didn't really play out much, like most of us didn't, and I did a lot of things where I recorded things that I then didn't know how to play, because I would do one and then I'd move on to the next one. I did a lot of things in GarageBand with a lot. This song actually has a lot of bells in the background and all that sort of stuff. It's called. I get to cheat by looking at the words. It's called Winter Winds. Excuse me. Winter Skies. Winter winds and frozen skies. Don't be late, don't be late. Come on inside, come on inside. Share a drink, sit by my side and window watch those winter skies, winter skies, winter skies. Through the window watch those winter skies. Guests arrive, the teeth chattering, there's warmth inside, and caroling, a chorus sings, and couples dance, we twirl and swing, and it's supper time, we eat everything. Winter skies, winter skies. Through the window, watch those winter skies, winter skies. Embers glow among the flames. The guests have gone, yet still remain their heart-filled laughter in our brains. It echoes there like sweet and balmy summer rain. Winter skies, winter skies. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Through the window, watch those winter skies, winter skies, winter skies, winter skies.
Oh yeah.
Wow, powerful. It's so powerful how you sing that. Wow.
I gotta take this damn thing off again.
All the gear at home is so annoying. But without it, we wouldn't be able to hear him. Oh, there you are. No, you're muted.
There, Max? I'm
We
not
don't hear
hearing Max.
you. And you're not exactly muted, but we don't hear you. You disconnected somehow.
Oh,
There you are.
yeah, I guess I accidentally punched the mute button on my actual microphone. Didn't realize that. Okay,
Wow.
well, I thought maybe for a second there I'd be able to avoid this interview, but oh well, here we are.
Max, those open tunings were powerful. Were they both dadgads?
They're dad,
Both dadgads.
dad, but I took
Dad.
DAD, yeah. But I
Yeah.
took the because I like having actually the two middle strings be at the same pitch.
Yeah.
That allows for a certain kind of
frees you
drone.
Up to vocally go all over the place. Very cool.
Thanks, yeah.
So what's
fun.
going on in your neck of the woods? Are you getting out to play and stuff?
No, I think to tell the truth, I'm pretty much done with playing out. I'm just at a point in my life where I want to like record all the stuff I've written over the years and and so I'm spending more time on GarageBand doing
Yeah.
stuff like that instead of playing out as much. I know that's not considered cool in this group because everybody wants to promote the open mics, but I've run open mics for like 15 years, and believe me, I have enough street cred and
I can
in my
relate
back
to that.
pocket.
I
Yeah,
can relate to
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Believe me. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
what are your hopes for the coming year?
Oh, you mean personally or for the world?
Just take it anywhere you want to go.
How much time you got, young man?
Well, within reason. Within reason.
Oh, at this point, I'd like to be able to get about another $30,000 to buy a van with, all the stuff fixed, so I can go on the other side of the Sierras and live on BLM land and
Yeah.
national forest stuff. You can live there for free. I do massage for a living. Supplement my income by trading massage for dinner. I'm sure there'll be enough poor people out there. They won't have any money to pay me, but they might have extra food. So, stuff like that. That's all for me. I hope my daughter does well. She's 40 years old this coming February, and to have a 40-year-old child is, I assure you, a strange feeling if you haven't experienced that yet. Some of you no doubt have. I noticed by the gray hair that I see in the audience.
Yes, we have.
Yeah,
Certainly.
so, world peace, whatever.
Okay, we'll take that. Anyway, always great to see you. Thanks
Yeah,
for those songs.
thanks a lot. Appreciate
Talk,
it.
talk later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Daphne?
Thank you, Max. Well, those were all good wishes. Very interesting. We'll have to come visit you on that special land and, play music with you. Oh my. So now, speaking of visiting, we are traveling across the country one more time to Forest City, North Carolina to hear Pammy Martin. And she likes to play at the Small Town Coffee Roasters in Rutherfordton, North Carolina. And there's an open mic there that just started recently, and it's a great venue that she tried out. Also, Main Street Market in Rutherfordton has an open mic on Mondays, and she will be playing there. Oh my goodness, I have made a mistake, haven't I? I'm introducing Pammy Martin, whereas really it's Say Auntie who is next. What shall we do? I think we should stick to the script and Pammy, wave. We're gonna hear you later, Pammy. We don't want to surprise you or be hanging Say Auntie out to dry either. So there we are. I love the way you were ready though, Pammy, oh, they called my name. I'm going to play right now. And Say Auntie just sat there very sweetly and didn't object. So way to go. Good community. Here we are. Okay. Say Auntie. She's from Los Angeles, California. So we're still in California now. And she likes ham bones and sweet connections and in-person venues like the Third Wheel in Hollywood and the LA Songwriters Collective. And she also will be starting her own open mic at a local venue next week. Well, that's mighty exciting. I hope you'll tell us more about that. But first, sing for us.
I sure will. I'll be performing a couple of originals. The first one I'll be doing is called My Bad. My bad, I let you let me down. I let myself drown in thoughts of you, when I should have taken the canoe. My bad, after your thousandth lie, I believed your 1,001st, oh my. I let you make me cry, then I let you make my tears run dry. My bad, I gave you the law and threw away the key, and trapped myself in reveries and blurry memories. But thank you for making me stronger. I've even learned but it was my bad. Too bad, but it was my bad. My bad, I believed in a third chance. After you blew your second round, thought we'd get better with time, but all we did was decline. My bad, I kept calling truces, kept finding excuses to convince myself you meant good, that you couldn't help being rude. My bad, I gave you the lock and threw away the key, and trapped myself in reveries and blurry memories. But thank you for making me stronger. I've even learned to breathe underwater. Too bad, but it was my bad. 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 My bad, I thought we could pull through. That you never listened was something I already knew. But I still kept going with my words. 2 steps back, none forward. 2 steps back, none forward. My bad, I gave you the lock and threw away the key, and trapped myself in reveries and blurry memories. But thank you for making me stronger. I've even learned to breathe underwater. Gave you the lock, threw away the key, and trapped myself in reveries and blurry memories. But thank you for making me stronger. I've even learned to breathe underwater. Too bad, but it was my bad. Too bad, but it was my bad. Too bad, but it was my bad. Too bad, but it was my bad.
Yay!
Oh, very nice.
You even
Beautiful
got
voice.
applause in
Good
the
song.
middle of your song. That's especially exciting.
And I heard some premature applause during that time. But
Extra applause, like at a jazz concert, you know. Woo!
thank you. The next one I'm doing is called First Time's the Charm. The music's too loud, and so is the crowd. Hear no symphony, just cacophony. Cosmo on the rocks, and some small talk that's getting smaller. Thank you, my pleasure. Think it's time, get up to leave. And then I cross you on the street. Feel my stomach lurch, could be the trace or not. I think you look familiar. Have I seen you in my dreams, mister? Now you're asking me for directions. Me too. Looking for directions to your heart. Can you pick out a good landmark? But I got lost in your eyes. This place is full of butterflies. I might have also lost my house keys, so here's my request, please. Make me feel at home in your arms. The first time's the charm. I say the first time's the charm. station's near. Right now, right here at crossroads now, end of the street, hot skipping every other beat. My stomach lurches, could be the trace or not. I knew you looked familiar, I've seen you in my dreams, mister. Now you're asking me for directions. Me too, looking for directions to your heart. Can you pick out a good landmark? But I got lost in your eyes, this place is full of butterflies. I might have also lost my house keys, so here's my request, please. Make me feel at home in your arms, the first time's the charm. I say the first time's the charm. Say the first time's the charm. Lost in your eyes, so full of butterflies. Fly away into the night. Lost in your eyes, so full of butterflies. Fly away into the skies. I say the first time's the charm. I say the first time's the charm. Say the first time's the charm.
Yay, bravo.
Very
Great
cool
song.
song. The percussion.
First time the charm over here in Open Mic America too.
Oh, Sayante, your songs have such energy. They carry so much energy. It's wonderful, wonderful listening to them. Where are you playing somewhere locally these days? Where are you playing out?
I play at local open mics every night of the week.
Every night of the
Yeah.
week.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, I do.
Where I missed it on the chat. Where are you located?
I'm
So
in Los Angeles.
Well, I imagine there's quite a bit going on in Los
Yeah.
Angeles. Every night of the week you play. Well, wow. So, what's like your favorite place to play? The place that's, say, the most exciting open mic in all of Los Angeles, for the record. What would you say?
Well, I would say that I'm starting my own open mic, and that
Oh.
I would like to say is the most exciting one. So the new year seems to be a good time to start a new open mic. I've been in
Where is
talks
it gonna?
with many.
Where is your open mic going to be? A physical
Oh,
open
it'll be
mic?
at the local church. So I'll be using their
Excellent
space.
choice.
Yeah, because the acoustics in the churches are really good. So yeah, I'll be using the church space to just open it up for talent and have people come over and do what they like to do.
Excellent choice. My experience, and I've been to, you can't imagine how many open mics before I came to starting Open Mic America, but I noticed that the most successful open mics were being operated in nonprofit settings where there was no restaurant noise or pressure of alcohol and all
Right.
that stuff. And so you're attracting better musicians, and eventually you attract a real audience of people in the community that come to see it.
Yeah.
So congratulations on that. That's great.
Thank you.
Great. Okay, well, a pleasure having you on the show, and look forward to seeing you next time.
You too.
Well, and good luck with your open mic,
Thank you.
Sayanti. That'll be what. Tell us about it next time, how it's going.
I will.
That's beautiful. And now the woman who was ready at the drop of the hat. She was ready when we called her name, and she's ready again. Pammy Martin from Forest City, North Carolina. One of our two Southern belles this time. She likes to play at small town coffee roasters. She has North Carolina, and they have an open mic that just started recently, and it's a great venue. She tried out Main Street Market in Rutherfordton on Mondays, and she has her own show there on January 14th in the evening as well. So if you're anywhere near, go see her. And now you can see her right here. We're all going to see her on Open Mic America. It's all yours.
Thank you for having me. I always enjoy coming and hearing everybody. Everybody sounds so great, and I love hearing y'all's songs. So The first song I'm going to do is called A Floor Made of Time, and I used to play keyboards in hotel restaurants and lobbies, and you would hear things, and people come up and talk to you. So I wrote a poem about it, and then I decided to kind of rewrite the poem and make it into a song. So it's called A Floor Made of Time. Black and white every night, smiling at the band. Stretch of keys, will you please? I'm your greatest fan. Notes together, stormy weather, cheek to cheek they dance, moving in four across the floor. Music brings romance. Riding on notes, they dance on a floor made of time. Theirs for the night, but the music will always be mine. Now someone new, could it be you? Trying to catch my eye. I take the request, then do my best to help you smile or cry. Well, what's your favorite? And can I play it? Let me think. Let me see. You hum a few bars, I seem to recall it, yeah. 20s help jog my memory. Gliding on notes, they dance on a floor made of time. I'm theirs for the night, but the music will always be mine. Stay till we close, light on their toes, and this is what I overhear. We met in a soda shop, I took her to a sock hop, and well, that's been 50 years. So I laid down a melody, laid down some harmony, and watched them waltz out hand in hand. Gliding on notes, they dance on a floor made of time. I was there for the night, and the music was right. Love like that will last for all time.
Wow.
Oh
Wow, what a
gosh.
beautiful song.
Tammy, wow. Cute,
That's very nice.
so genuine.
This one is a fairly new one. I wrote it in October, and I keep a gratitude journal. That's what this is. It's got lots of places to write down things you're thankful for. And so I just went through the journal, and I picked out different things that I had written down and put it all into a song. So it's called Open My Eyes. Sunshine spots on blue painted toes, heart-shaped cookies, folded clothes, a good night's sleep, Alfredo sauce, forest floors of soft green moss. It's really no surprise, all the blessings that I see. Doesn't my Father always give me what I need? All I do is open my eyes. Open my eyes. I thank God for sincerity, worth more than prosperity. Hugs and laughter, sentimental songs, heart pain healing when friends are gone. It's really no surprise, all the blessings that I see. Doesn't my Father always give me what I need? All I do is open my eyes. Open my eyes. God is in the whisper, even in the smallest things. And nothing in this world can steal the joy His love brings. So I'm counting my blessings. Oh, I'm counting my blessings. La la la, la la la, la la la. Like Mocha Bianca, soft apologies, fresh peach ice cream, honeybees, bagpipe music on a mountain in bloom, homemade applesauce, a kiss under the moon. It's really no surprise, all the blessings that I see. Doesn't my Father always give me what I need? All I do is open my eyes. Open my eyes. All I do is open my eyes. Open my eyes and see. That's it.
Wow.
Yeah, beautiful.
Beautiful song.
Emmy.
Emmy, your songs are well crafted, dripping with emotion, well sung, played. Wonderful performance. Wonderful. I think I'm
Thank
speaking for
you.
everyone here. What a pleasure
I
to
appreciate it.
listen to your work.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Wonderful, wonderful. And now, I want to ask you where this wonderful musician came from. Was there someone in your family or someone that influenced you when you were a youngster? How did you come to love music enough to get this good at it? Is what I'd like to know.
I've always loved music that I can remember. My mom sang, and she let me have piano lessons when I was a kid, and so I loved piano. And I mean, it's just been part of me. It's funny because I had always been told that I was kin to Earl Scruggs. Earl Scruggs and Lester Flatt. And so we did a genealogy, and actually we're fourth cousins twice removed. And so it's really neat because they have a magazine called the Scruggs Musical Family something. I can't remember the other word of it, but anyway, they're going to do a story on me because they're
Wonderful.
doing stories on any of the Earl Scruggs descendants, I guess, anybody that branches off from that line, because they're just really interested to see if there's music just as in the blood, which it's just cool to read about other musicians that come from that
Sure.
line.
Sure.
So, I don't know. I didn't know that for a long time. I think it's just, God gave me a love for music, and I just, I've always liked to sing, and it's just something about listening to music that it just expands my heart. So
We
I
can
like
tell.
that feeling.
We can surely tell that. Are you playing out at all these days?
Well, through the summer I played at the Rutherford Farmers Market in town, and I did that about once a month. And then I played a couple of places in Rock Hill, some open mics, and the open mics around here. And then winter came, and I didn't have a place to play anymore. But now I've got this gig coming up at the Main Street Market, which I'm excited about. So
Great. Those are some lucky people going to step up there and listen to you sing and play. I can tell you
I
that.
appreciate
Yeah.
that.
Wonderful.
I appreciate
So
that.
thanks so much for being on the show. We really
Thank
enjoyed seeing
you.
you.
Thank you. I
Okay.
appreciate it. Appreciate y'all having me.
Sure thing. Daphne?
There we go. Well, Pammy, it was just delightful to have you on the first time, and very, very heartfelt music. And now, after a wonderful show, almost all of a wonderful show, we have Evan, who's going to, like I like to say, take us home. Evan Purcell from Tacoma, Washington, likes to play at the open mic night at Rock the Dock in Tacoma, Washington. And tonight he's going to rock us and take us home. Evan.
Thanks, Daphne. Actually, I haven't yet played Rock the Dock, but I plan on it, and I've got a friend that runs that one down there, so I've got to go and give him some support and go down there and play down there. Some great musicians here in Tacoma, Washington. Yeah, so this first one is called Sights Unseen. Clouds of lightning full of rain, faded songs, just the refrains, empty canning jars amongst the broken glass, discarded holidays of other people's pasts, wedding bells and summer days that never last. There are sights I've left unseen, there are places I will never see again, but then again, sometimes I do. When I'm with you, I'm taking roads to see where they'd end, radios that just play AM, got a pocket full of dollar bills to use. The wildflower fields are all in bloom. We're not calling into work 'cause we're excused. There are sights I've left unseen, there are places I will never see again. But then again, sometimes I do. When I'm with you, there's laundry hanging on the line, and gin and lemonade for wasting time, discussing sunsets just to find the moon, start an argument just to see it through. Nothing's lost unless there's something left to lose. There are sights I've left unseen, there are places I will never see again. But then again, sometimes I do. When I'm with you, cargo ships come in from China, lives we tried to leave behind us when we set out navigating by the stars. Do we find out where we are is where we are, and that forever's just forever in our hearts, and take what's ending as another place to start. There are sights I've left unseen, there are places I will never see again. Then again, sometimes I do. When I'm with you, when I'm with you, when I'm with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the stuff.
Beautiful. Pretty done.
Rhythm to that song.
Nice.
Thank you. This one I wrote a couple of months ago. I've been doing a songwriting workshop with a gentleman out of Portland, Matt Megan, and he runs a great workshop, and I really enjoyed quite a bit and have gotten a number of songs out of it. So for that, cheers to him. And this one is called The Final Days of June. Despite all my reservations, I still think of you. Your tar paper house and wooden beams that the wind blows through. Sandals, jeans, and little chips we left up on the shore. We swam around against the tide until our bodies ached from the cold. You belong to summer, You belong to summers long ago. Any way the road turns, the wind just seems to know. Time drifts upon the water, pulls those years out of reach. Do I keep my eye on the lantern's light until there's sand beneath my feet? Time my breath to match your heartbeat. You belong to summer. You belong to summers long ago. It's strange how when the road turns, the wind just seems to know. Despite all my reservations, I still think of you, and to those miles of sand and the cry of birds in those final days of June.
Wonderful.
Oh, beautiful.
Thanks.
Evan, your songs are always, to my mind, just always off the reservation. They're their own thing. They're not of a style, you know. But I have to probe. I have to ask. At one time, you were listening to more conventional things. Yes, when you started, what were you listening to? Some of the artists that you focused on.
Well, I feel like I listen to, it feels very much of what I listen to. I listen to a lot of singer-songwriters. I love Steve Earle, and I love Los Lobos. I love just Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers were really one of my first favorite bands as a kid. There's just a lot of things that I listen to. So this all feels, to me, it always feels very much like, oh yeah, it just fits right into this little world of all the songs that I listen to and that I love to, the musicians that I love to watch play. I've been doing this, I've been playing guitar for since, a long time, 40 some years, 43, 44 years, since I was a kid. And I've always played, with other musicians, and I play in a band with my brother, and we've done that for years. And so, yeah, it's fun. And it's fun to get out and just do some of my own writing.
Glad that you hooked up with Matt Meehan. He is really can get stuff out of people.
Yeah, it's super fun, and the class is so supportive. The musicians are terrific, and I really enjoy it quite a bit, and get some new songs out of it, which is always fun. So.
Well, listen, thanks for being on the show, and we'll look forward to next time.
Thanks. I really appreciate it. Thanks, Dave.
Take care, Evan. Daphne.
So that was such a beautiful way to end our New Year's show. You have a song about the end of summer, and now we're in the dead of winter, and we can start dreaming a little bit, right?
That's right. Exactly.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Daphne.
That was gorgeous. We're going to mute everybody now, which I just did. And we're going to thank you one by one. You can all wave. Thank you, Steve and Rich and Bridget and Charles and Max and Sayanti, Pammy and Evan for joining us on this show and for playing for us. Remember to check our website for links to more music from these wonderful performers. There's also some links on the YouTube description if you're looking at that right now. Thank you to TK for the wonderful engineering. We can always count on you. You're our fighter pilot engineer, I like to say. And to Dave Williams, Capo Dave is our founder, and he did wonderful interviews today. I see people are silently applauding. That's wonderful.
And thank you, Daphne, for doing a great job as show host, as always.
Oh, it's my pleasure. And let's see, we're going to, oops, sorry. I did something wrong there. I'm trying to mute you, Dave, and there we go. Okay. And thank you everybody on YouTube for watching. You can always watch and watch again. And if you like the show, spread the word. Don't keep it a secret, like we like to say. You can download and print posters, t-shirts, or just send links. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, and of course our website. And don't forget to check out your local and virtual open mics. There are so many of them out there where you can hear wonderful music and maybe even participate in playing it. Our next show is going to be on January 8th, same time and same station. So stay tuned for the next full lineup. And for now, good night, America.
If you meet me at the corner of Russell and Albina, just about a block from Mississippi Avenue, I'll take you to a house where they hang carpets on the wall. And if we go there on a Sunday, there's a song I'll take you through.